It's even surprising, but contrary to the global trend of abandoning inexpensive sports cars, Nissan has found the courage and the opportunity to release a new generation of the legendary Z. The history of this model dates back more than half a century. The first Nissan 240Z debuted back in 1969, and since then more than 1.8 million cars of 6 generations have been produced. Now the company is abandoning only the digital index. In most markets, including the priority American, the new coupe will be sold under the short name Nissan Z. Although the traditional name Nissan Fairlady Z will remain in Japan. The overall silhouette, the shape of the headlights and the rectangular air intake are a new interpretation of the very first Nissan 240Z coupe. But the feed and especially the taillights are made in the style of the 300ZX model of the 90s. The rear-wheel drive FM platform is generally the same as that of the previous 370Z model, even the wheelbase has not changed. But the total length has become noticeably longer. The width and height have not changed much. The base wheels are 18-inch. The main revolution is under the hood. Instead of the V6.3.7 atmospheric engine, there is now a V6.3.0 biturbo motor. The engine is equipped with compact low-inertia superchargers. The power is 405 horsepower, and the maximum torque of 475 newtons. The former naturally aspirated engine produced 337 horsepower and 365 newton-meters. The limited friction differential in the performance version helps to accelerate the coupe with a mechanical 6-speed to 100 km per hour in about 4.5 seconds. The power reaches a peak at 6,400 RPM and provides the Z with sufficient traction at the limit. This car devours high-speed highways with an impressive appetite. The basic transmission is a 6-speed mechanics. And instead of a 7-speed automatic, a 9-speed Jatco automatic transmission is now offered, almost the same as that of a Nissan Titan pickup truck. The 2-pedal Nissan Z normally has steering gear shift lobes, and in sport mode the audio system amplifies the engine sound through the speakers. Thanks to a convenient switching scheme, medium strokes and a well-balanced clutch, the 6-step gives a feeling of excellent synchronization with a powerful engine. And the rev match system on the performance version makes overdriving on braking using the heel-toe system a thing of the past. However, the system can be turned off if you suddenly want to master this technique that goes down in history. The chassis, though the same, but seriously modified. For example, an electric power steering is now installed instead of a power steering. The front 2-lever suspension is with a new geometry and an enlarged castor, and the extension amplifier between the strut supports, which is located directly above the engine, is already in the base. All wheels have single-tube shock absorbers. In turns, the modified chassis allows you to develop 13% more lateral acceleration than the previous model. The interior as such is also not bad, but in this configuration perhaps slightly tasteless. The famous triplet of devices on top of the front panel is one of the few things that will attract your attention. And the rest of the space in the cabin of the test car was wrapped in black leather, black faux suede and black plastic of various varieties. Although instead of this gloom you can choose a bolder color, in red or blue tones. Sports cars rarely get high marks for comfort. And the Nissan Z was no exception. It is noisy on the highway, and the rigid suspension does not respond too well to road flaws. But the most interesting technologies are right in front of the driver. A 12.3-inch digital dashboard is included as standard. It offers 3 different customizable settings: normal, sport and enhanced, which, with the help of unique graphics and a set of displayed parameters, give the panel a personality. Compared to the previous 370Z, the new Z is a little heavier, the base car with mechanics, by about 50 kilograms due to the fact that the chassis was given additional rigidity. But at the same time Z feels more responsive than before. A quick lunge with the steering wheel and Z attacks any turn with exquisite grace. And although the Supra and Cayman react to entering the turn a little faster, the smoothness of the Z allows you to feel more confident on long high-speed arcs. In addition, the steering and landing gear give the pilot a completely clear idea of what the car is doing. The feedback from the road at the fingertips is impressive. With the starting price of the base model at $41,015, the Nissan Z can hardly be called an affordable sports car. But considering that it competes with the Supra 3.0, Cayman and Audi TT, it really is one of the most inexpensive options on the market, and also the most powerful. Switching to a performance version will cost you an additional $10,000, resulting in a base price of this model of $51,015.